This is your Norcast weather update with meteorologist Jeff Mendelson.
Hello, everybody. I'm Norcast meteorologist Jeff Mendelson, and here is an update weather-wise across much of the central and eastern U.S. Weather forecast summary and weather forecast discussion on this Monday, January 19th. Well, we have lots and lots of cold air to talk about, which is pretty typical, right? It is late January, but we are in the heart of it, folks. We are in the heart of probably the coldest air that we'll be seeing this winter season, and you can see it all across the entire eastern third of the nation, the central and the eastern U.S. Temperatures generally in the single digits and the teens across the north central states, much of the Great Lakes, even down toward the Ohio and Tennessee Valley. Temperatures are well below freezing, generally in the teens and the 20s, single digits in Minneapolis, Milwaukee, north of Chicago. It's in the single digits for you. Across much of Michigan, Detroit, Muskegon, it's in the single digits for you. Even in and around Cleveland, temperatures on either side of 10 or 10 to 15. Now, the one exception is across the East Coast, where temperatures are still holding on to that 30-degree mark in and around New York City. It's generally in the 30s right now on this Monday evening across Philadelphia and Washington, D.C., and points south. We have an Arctic front. You can see it right along the eastern seaboard, that blue line on the map there. That is currently pushing off the East Coast as we speak, the leading edge of the bitterly cold Arctic air. And that's why temperatures are generally around 30 or in the 30s right along the coast. But further to the west, west of Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, just to the west of Syracuse, Buffalo, Cleveland, Chicago, Indianapolis, you can see temperatures well below freezing, and it's even below zero, particularly when you factor in that wind across northern Minnesota and northern Wisconsin. Temperatures generally around zero or below zero there. Now, satellite radar composite shows lots of snow, lake effect snow across portions of upstate New York, Pennsylvania, Michigan, all across the Great Lakes. You can see the areas of blue that shows the snow in the wake of the Arctic front. So in that unstable Arctic air, plenty of snow to talk about. Now we can zoom in and we can focus on that lake effect snow. You can see it there. The areas of blue moving from west to east across Michigan, in and around northeast Ohio, and just off of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. Lots and lots of lake effect snow there, and that stretches further to the east and south across central New York State down toward north central Pennsylvania. Now, plenty of lake effect snows, and there will be lots of accumulation, particularly just to the south of Buffalo, and most especially to the east of Lake Ontario, just to the north and east of Syracuse, and just to the north of Rome and Oswego. You can see on the upper right-hand part of your screen, by Wednesday morning, a couple of feet of lake effect snow is expected just to the east of Lake Ontario, and again, north of Rome and north and east of Syracuse and Oswego. That's where the heaviest snow will fall. Now, further to the west, just to the south of Lake Erie, just to the south of Buffalo, probably about 6 to 10 inches of snow is expected across western New York. So lots and lots of snow to talk about over the next couple of days. Now, you can see that blue line. That is the Arctic front, which is just getting ready to push across the East Coast. You can see it there. So now as we move forward in time, there's the front on this Monday evening. And as we head into Monday night, that front will be pushing off the coast. The lake effect snow machine will continue across upstate New York, just off of Lake Erie, and particularly off of Lake Ontario. But otherwise, it will be mainly dry across New York City, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Herndon, Virginia. It will be dry but bitterly cold for you overnight tonight throughout the day on Tuesday. Now, if you take a look on the upper left-hand part of your screen, by Tuesday evening and Tuesday night into Wednesday, that red L, that's a storm. That's going to be bringing a little bit of light snow overnight Tuesday night into Wednesday morning for Chicago, and some steadier snow across much of Michigan. By Tuesday night through Wednesday morning, that storm will push to the east and result in more snow across upstate New York, in and around Syracuse, Albany, and particularly Rome, and across the Adirondacks and the northern Catskills. Now, that front, just to the south of that low, will be bringing more clouds across Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Allentown, Pennsylvania, New York City, Philadelphia, in and around Baltimore, Washington, D.C., Herndon. More clouds are expected later Wednesday and Wednesday evening. That front will push across the eastern seaboard. Now, it looks like I think that front will come through dry across the mid-Atlantic and the northern mid-Atlantic states. Thursday morning, that front will push off the coast, and that will just reinforce the bitterly cold air that will be in place. But otherwise, as we head into later Thursday afternoon and Thursday night, it will be mainly dry across much of the mid-Atlantic, the northern mid-Atlantic, the northeast, but more lake effect snows are expected in and around northeast Ohio, in and around Cleveland, Buffalo, New York, and again, upstate New York. Watch out for more lake effect snow. But the big story over the next 6 to 10 days, folks, frigid temperatures. Temperatures, as you can see there, indicated by the areas of dark blue and purple. That shows where overall temperatures over the next 6 to 10 days are expected to be well below normal. In and around New York City for this time of the year, normally that part of the country should be near or around 40 degrees during the afternoon. But over the next 6 to 10 days in New York City, Philadelphia, Herndon, Washington, D.C., temperatures for the most part during the afternoon will only be in the 20s to around 30, a good 10 to 15 degrees below normal for those big cities along the I-95 corridor, but even further to the west. Charm, Ohio, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Cleveland, West Virginia, much of Virginia, the mid-Atlantic states, temperatures in those areas will generally be below freezing over the next 6 to 10 days. Bitterly, bitterly cold weather coming up. Well, that's a look at your weather forecast. Stay warm, everybody, and use the proper precautionary measures over the next week to guard against the cold. We'll be back on Wednesday to update you on cold and some snow that might be coming up across much of the central and the eastern U.S. as we head toward next weekend. In the meantime, make it a great night. Enjoy Monday night. Enjoy your Tuesday, and we'll be back soon. Take care.